Oh, it's almost 4:30. I gotta get the fuck out of here.
This is the social norm.
1, 2. You want top dollar and pop bottles and drop knowledge. Hit the throttle on nice autos without college. Do yourself a solid, put them boys on your screen. Wait, who do you mean? I mean canteen and beans. When the social norm is on, you better pay attention. They teach you lessons, make you laugh when you're stressing. Must I mention that the style is infectious? I gotta have it, I gotta have it. The rapid fire gabbing on my tablet. My boys established a gamut of information, from relations to dating to when your leader gets impatient. They're lacing the nation every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 4:30. The Social Norm Podcast, you heard me?
It's the social norm.
And I'm just getting warm.
It's the social norm.
And I'm just getting warm.
It's the social norm.
And I'm
Yep. Yo. You already know what it is, man. We back it again with another one. I'm your boy Canteen. This is my man Beans.
What's going on, yo?
Hey, it's the social norm. We talk to you fellas, make you open your mind up so y'all can think a little different, so y'all can be the best y'all can be. Now today we getting real ghetto because we hungry. And this episode is about being hungry. Actually, really, it's about being hangry. And honestly, when you and me both know when you dealing with a woman and she can turn on you real quick when she gets angry. Angry. Is it hangry?
Hangry is when you're hungry.
When you're hungry.
And it agitates you. I get like that too. Only early in the morning, though.
Oh, okay. Now,
I know where you're coming from. I get angry in the morning.
everybody's been hangry sometimes, but women take it to another level. When they get angry, I mean, you can do no right by them until you feed them. Now, today we're going to watch two videos and we're going to discuss them. And one of the videos is literally a woman just acting a fool because she was hangry. The other girl, I think she might have been a little hangry, but it's a different type of hangry. All right. So we about to be real ghetto eating our wings because we ain't ate nothing all day. But we're going to go ahead and jump into this. So let's go with the first video. If I can find it. There we go. All right. Let's watch this.
Thursday night, the drive-thru at this McDonald's. Detectives say when 22-year-old Tiana Jones got the wrong order, her frustration exploded into frenzy.
They have it ready, but because it was a special order, they confused some things, and they asked her, pull up to window 3. We'll fix it for you really quick. Well, she got McMad.
And stormed inside.
Did he hold on?
Getting-
Did he say she got McMad?
He did. He said she got McMahon. Now,
He ain't right, Frank.
anybody who ever been to McDonald's, I think we've all been a part of where you order something, because you just say, "Can I get like extra onions?" Yeah, could you pull up? We'll bring it out to you. And you almost like hate to pull up because you like there's gonna be like 3 other cars that get past you. But it's like, all right, you're at their mercy. You don't want to pull up, but you know you need to. Otherwise, they're gonna be kicking your food around.
Listen, that stuff don't bother me like that. They busy in there, especially if the line is long. I mean, it happens.
I guess. Let's see.
hotter and hotter by the second until she called 911.
I'm at McDonald's. I'm 5 months pregnant. These people don't know how to run a McDonald's. Come on. I want my money. They trying to treat me out my money. I want my money.
The sheriff says Jones' sister tried to get her to chill. Nope. Employees offered to reimburse her. Didn't work. She flipped out even more, whacking a sign off the counter that barely missed hitting an employee. Then she tore into a bunch of bottles, scooted behind the counter, and went to work on stacks of cups and other supplies.
I don't know what was wrong with her that night. I don't know if she was like 2 fries short of a Happy Meal, or maybe it was she was short of the...
Again with the McDonald's.
Now, as y'all can see, she is not an ugly girl.
She's really not.
But why is the pretty ones always the most craziest? with the worst attitude because we give too much to them where they think they can just act out way more. And I get it. I know everybody in the comments is going to say, well, she's pregnant.
Hormonal.
I bet you money this ain't her first child.
The Happy Meal completely. But she created a McMess.
This dude.
And she acted like a McNut.
Instead of leaving with one from the restaurant, as a grand finale, she whipped up a little shake of her own.
She pulls her shirt up. There you go. There's a little twerk on the way out the door.
Now, I don't understand this. I don't understand why black women or any woman furthermore think twerking is like, it's like the new flipping you the bird. That's what I feel like for women. The new like fuck you is I'm gonna twerk my ass in front of you.
I just don't get it.
So they are looking for her right now. Instead of having and enjoying the Golden Arches, detectives say when they catch her, she's going to probably not enjoy this, but she's going to be facing some silver handcuffs. Kelly?
All right. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Who are the comedians over there?
The white comedy has to stop.
I ain't gonna lie. The McMahon part kind of. I was like, what do you say?
She was just McMahon, you know. Now I'm gonna leave you with Beans for a second because I gotta go.
Yeah, you gotta go.
Another order these wings.
Make some more wings.
I'll be right back.
Listen, I get it. I get why she mad. Everybody been there at one point, but people gotta understand. You can't fuck with people who fucking with your food. I wouldn't even have eaten that food if they would have given it to me. You know what I mean? I've been in places where they got my order completely wrong, and I still took it. Love kind of good. And matter of fact, after I took it, I told dude I didn't order it. And excuse me. And he wouldn't go take it back. I will not send food back for nothing. I don't care if nobody say. But he ended up giving me my food for free. And people forget that little kindness goes a long way. And I think that's what's wrong with a lot of people in the world right now. That the kindness is gone. Loving each other, kindness, anything type of human decency is totally out the window. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a bit ratchet myself, so I did kind of enjoy that video. But, but you good? Oh, that was fast. Okay.
Got some more wings for us. So, and I got sriracha because you know Beans like shit.
Yeah, I do like spicy food.
Yeah. So, where am I at? What were we talking about?
Somehow, just being like bugging out at the don't bug out when people fix your food.
Yeah, that to me, I never understood why when someone's I get you're hungry. We all get that. That's why you're in the drive-thru. But it comes a point where we as a society in the black community and just in general have to check these women and be like, look, you are looking like a spoiled little kid. Is that not what we see when they get older? They're just spoiled kids to where if something doesn't go the way they want it to go, they act out and they don't know how to handle it.
Well, the sister, I would say, like you said, the sister, she did.
She tried to help the girl.
She tried to stop her.
But explain to me why this girl literally called 911 to tell them McDonald's is not trying to give her money back because they're taking too long.
Yeah, that's and the sad thing is they got to take the call. They can't.
Well, no, yeah,
they got to hang up.
And I just want to say for everybody who orders wings from the store, look at this shit. Look at the nonsense wings they're giving us. How is this a wing, y'all? This is like they gave me some bullshit wings.
That's that at the end of the night. Look at what's left. That put it in the bag. It's going home. That's what you got.
Yeah,
you got.
As I tear this wing up, still
it's still good. It's just
look at it. Show it. Show them.
Look at that.
That's a nugget.
That's supposed to be a wing. This one put up a fight. That's what this is.
Yeah. So my thing is this. Oh, put it back in here. When you see a woman acting out to where you know she's hangry, you know, you say, babe, we're gonna get you some food. We're gonna get you some food. reassure her that the food is coming. Because if you don't reassure that the food is coming, all hell about to break loose.
The sister could have been like, I don't know, it went left real fast. The sister could be like, look, you staying here, you pregnant. Let me go in and figure out what's going on.
You could tell the way she acted. She bust and she ran right out there. Like,
I mean, in the McDonald's, ain't there like a run-on gag that the ice cream machine never works?
Yeah,
like,
and actually, I heard there's some type of like reason for that. I think they try to do it off of like not having to pay the ice cream companies because they don't sell as much.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah. I mean,
I'm gonna try sriracha, just a regular wing with sriracha, y'all. All right.
Oh,
this shit hot too. This came fresh out there. This is my first time buying an air fryer and using it. So let's try it. Ooh, wait. Y'all see the steam coming out today?
We looking real stereotypical right now.
I know, but chicken wings.
It's good though.
Oh.
And they still looking for this chick. That's a
They're looking for her. We all know where she is. I mean, the fact is, they're looking for her because they're not really looking for her. Like,
it's
lady, show
it's
yourself.
a small crime. She's going to slap on her wrist. She didn't really destroy nothing. Did she get her money back? That's my thing. What did it solve? Did she get her money back? She definitely didn't get her food.
No. She went to Burger King right after that and tore they shit up more. Now, that was just something like she was just destroying inanimate objects, cups, spoon, whatever. She didn't really hurt nobody. She just acted a fool and embarrassed her sister, herself, and let's be real, black people.
Well, she's not the first one to do that. I've seen videos where a female called the cops because like Wendy's didn't have any more chicken nuggets. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't understand.
Yeah,
this thing though. See, women when they get hangry, I think it really does take them to a place where they feel like these people are literally trying to starve them to death. Like it's something that triggers in their mind where they're like, if I don't get food right now, like I will murder somebody for this.
Remember, they're taking it personally, like personally doing this to
like,
me.
You're doing this. Yeah, you don't have chicken nuggets because you knew I was coming. Like they make up this story in their mind. It's just like when somebody dies and they'll say, I know you killed her. I know her boyfriend, or I know that girlfriend killed her. Women just take it to a whole nother level. Now we about to go ahead and watch this other person, and they pretty much, I guess, were kind of hangry. I'll let y'all see the video and then y'all tell me what y'all think. Cause this was off the chain. Okay, hold up. Let's get it on there. Here we go.
I haven't seen these yet.
No, you haven't. I'll purposely make sure you didn't see them.
Attack on a Lyft driver. This one right here. He called police on a customer who he says started harassing him at first.
Did she bite that dude?
Violent. As News 4's Miles Miller shows us, police are now working to track her down.
Yo.
Cameras rolling inside this Lyft vehicle as a passenger attacks the driver. It happened on Parsons Boulevard 2 weeks ago, and he's speaking exclusively to News 4.
I picked up this ride 2 blocks away, and then she wanted to make a stop. So at the stop, she got really violent. She started cursing me, and I ended up canceling the ride. She wouldn't leave. So while I was on the phone getting help from 911, she tried to snatch my phone.
When he tried to stop her, he was bitten. The bite mark growing in size over 2 weeks.
Do y'all see that? I can't make this up, people.
I need more to this story. Like,
what more do you need?
It's too vague. She shouldn't have bit the man. I'm not defending. I gotta pull this back so everybody can see.
Did you just say that
yes.
The story is too vague?
She made a stop and then she started cussing me out. She wanted to make a stop.
Wait a minute. What part? Wait a minute. Hold on. You just saw on camera her try to snatch the phone from him and bite his hand.
I'm not defending this woman. She wrong. She dead ass wrong.
What do you mean you need to know more of the story?
Like what happened?
What more do you need to know? She bit him.
Where the build up at? Like if it just he making it sound like she just went off and just went after him.
That's exactly what you just saw.
I don't know know what was said. You know what I mean?
He just said he canceled the ride because she started getting mad because he didn't want to take her somewhere.
Go back. I don't remember him saying that part.
All right, let's.
I know. She said she wanted to make a stop, and that it.
I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna start the video. You want me to start from the beginning? Start from the whole beginning, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so are you talking about why she was cursing him?
Yeah.
Okay, you're right. He
had
did.
to stop.
He doesn't
Okay,
say
what
why they were cursing, why she was cursing him out. But he canceled the ride. At that point, cancel the ride regardless. It's time for you to go.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. The rest of the story, I'm with him. It's just.
I get it. Okay.
She got him. She got him good. Tell me she drove the car away.
Now, are you still needing any more? All right.
I mean, they gotta be able to find her.
Now the sad part about shit, I didn't even have that shit playing, but y'all heard it. Or did y'all hear it?
It looked like it was up there.
No, I don't think it was up there. Play it one more time for y'all. Sorry, y'all. We fucking up.
Me, and I ended up canceling the ride. She wouldn't leave, so while I was on the on the phone getting help from 911, she tried to snatch my phone.
When he tried to stop her, he was bitten. The bite mark growing in size over 2 weeks.
I still feel the pain. I feel there's a little lump there. The swelling was quite a bit, and
now you know what the police said. The police said, "Better stop the crying, you little ass bitch."
I took painkillers for 2 weeks, and it's almost 2 weeks now.
Nadeem ran away from the irate passenger, abandoning the car.
Don't touch the car! They never meant to touch me!
The woman calling her boyfriend to come help, but he realizes there's cameras inside and doesn't want.
Now you heard she said, "Come here." He just touched me.
Yeah, that's
Where did he touch you? From you stopping you from taking his phone and then you biting the shit out of him like a damn wild dog?
To get involved. She jumps to the back of the car, admitting she wants to steal the car.
I'm gonna drive the car right like that. You said what, bro?
Before disconnecting the camera.
Now, even the boyfriend was like, "Dude, there's cameras in that car. Like, I'm not even involving myself in this." Women try to put men in these crazy situations when they're dead ass wrong. It's sad and it's uncalled for.
I just don't like it when, because I've had this happen to me. I don't like it when women do something and then they do what she did. Oh, he tried to touch me.
And you want to take the benefit of the doubt because it's your woman.
Yeah.
But clearly she's a liar.
Nadeem says he's frightened to get behind the wheel.
People are a lot more aggressive, and their physical attacks, verbal attacks.
2 weeks after the attack,
I was told that the case has been closed.
News 4 obtained this police report showing the case was closed and no canvass was conducted by the responding officers.
NYPD has refused to pursue the case.
He called police today for an update, and when News 4 got involved, detectives amended the report, reopening the case. Neither the TLC nor Lyft responded to News 4's request for comment, but we do know detectives have now been assigned to this case. It's been reopened, and they've met with the driver. At police headquarters, I'm Miles Miller, News 4 New York.
Now, the sad part about this whole story is it took the news station to blow up the story for the police to actually investigate it. This dude got assaulted. This is what I mean by it. Society does not respect men. If that would have been flipped the script and a man would have bitten a woman, savagely bit her where she was bruised up and got a lump in her arm, they would have been fining this man for assault. But they didn't. They just closed the case and said, oh, okay, it was a crazy woman. We don't hold these women accountable anymore. They don't have any fear of anything. It's like a child who you keep saying, stop doing that, Billy, or you're gonna be in timeout, and then you never put her in timeout, or stop doing, or I'm gonna give you a whooping, and you never do it. They're gonna be like, you shut up.
Now, do you think, I have a question for you. Now, you think with the Jada Pinkett Smith situation, Amber Heard, and one other situation I can't think of, do you think things are starting to change?
No,
in their favor,
unless it's out there into the public, but in the private, the man, they just said the police station closed the case before the news people got a hold of it.
Oh,
if he didn't present it to the news people, it would never been going nowhere.
No, it wouldn't have. Because if I were like, look, man,
if Johnny Depp didn't speak up about the lies this girl Amber Heard said, then where would it have gone? It would have just been Johnny Depp was a beat women.
Or what about either you or somebody showed me a story about this woman breaking into this man's house.
Oh, you showed me that. I think it was Hojak, wasn't it?
Somebody showed me that woman breaking into this man's house.
And gave him fellatio.
Yeah, she got charged with sexual assault. I think it was.
Yeah, I think it was breaking and entering, wasn't it?
Something like I forget what it was, but
I don't know. But them wings are good.
Yeah, they were. I'll
tell everybody, get an air fryer if you ain't got one already. But and they don't take long. But nah, I just think that we as a society, as men, we have to hold women accountable. We have to tell them when they're acting out and they're not being ladies, we don't need to treat them like ladies. A lady gets treated like a lady, and a man should be treated like a man. But what we're seeing right here is just ignorance. It's ignorant, ratchet shit, and it makes me sick that I have to keep seeing the people who are doing this look like me. And I'm not saying that there aren't people who don't look like me doing this wildness, but I'm trying to hold my own people accountable more.
You just want to see us do better.
Well, I want to see us do better. And I want to see where if we do better, let us show how it's supposed to be done to other races of people. So where they say, look, why can't we be more like them? But we're the ones that I see, and maybe it's because of the media. Maybe they just only show black people doing this nonsense. You know what I mean? Maybe I know there's other people who do nonsense. It's a culture. It's a cultural thing, like in the United States, because women don't do these things in other countries and get away with it. Where they just say, "Oh well, it's no big deal."
I mean, they actually let her leave.
Which one? The McDonald's one?
The McDonald's one.
The dude ran away, which he should have, because he's trying to do a job. He's trying to make a living.
Yeah.
And the girl and what does the girl do? Like every other typical ratchet woman, she calls for her boyfriend to protect her during this situation because she knows that she just pulled what's wrong and she deserves to get beat. If that was another woman and she did this, it would be hands on sight.
It would be.
The man was respectable enough to leave the situation. Fear for his life because this woman, she looked like a ravaged dog, dude. She looked like she had rabies, dude.
I couldn't believe she bit him. But,
who does that?
But yeah, like, what do you do?
What would you do?
I might have gave her one of these when she bit me.
I'm telling you right now.
Crazy, get off of me. Gave her an elbow.
Well, the fact she bit his forearm. So I'm telling you right now. As soon as she went to grab my phone, she catching the elbow to the face. I'm elbowing her, and she's gonna, and her nose is gonna be bloody. And I know people say, well, you shouldn't be preaching violence. I ain't preaching violence. You're not gonna be in my vehicle trying to take my things and threaten me. And that goes, I told y'all from the jump, I'm an equal opportunist. Men, women, if you are over the age of 18 years old, you are now a grown person in my mind. And you can get it. If you want to disrespect me and take me and bite me and harm me, you're gonna get it.
People still debate that whole
we got
I call it chivalry, I guess you want to call it.
Let's see what we got. Hey, Shay in the building says, all I hear is you smacking.
Oh yeah.
All right. We're done with the ghetto stuff. We was munching.
Yeah, sorry.
We was a little hangry ourselves, and
it was a long day.
He said, "Yeah, are you playing something?" Okay, we were playing something. Hopefully, y'all got to see it now. Did you see it? She said no.
She said no.
Well, I posted it again. Hopefully, y'all saw the video. I want to know from you. Tell us why. What do you think? And you being a black woman, what do you think we as a society need to do with women who act out the way they act out?
I think that the sister did the right thing.
Which one? The sister tried to help her.
Yes.
She understood how outrageous her sister was acting.
I really think that's what we need to start doing, what the sister did. When you see your friend act up or whatever, like, yo, fall back. You're doing too much.
Well, my thing is this. She did it after she had already came in the store, acted out, came behind the counter, knocked everything over, destroyed property.
She probably was embarrassed, like, oh my God.
I'm saying
it's probably the first time she did it. That's probably why the sister did. That's probably why the sister didn't come in.
Oh no, her sister came in. That's when she saw the nonsense. My thing is, your sister. You know how your sister gets when she's hangry. You know how your sister gets when she has an attitude. I want to know, what do you do with people that you know have no home training, no self-awareness of their actions? When they're so irate, they're so mad at the situation. What do you do with a woman? How do you handle
I
it?
know I've had to actually, like, when I've been in a situation where female was going, I've actually had to pick women up and
just hold them,
pick them up and
carry them out.
Carry them out.
Now, I do believe if there was a man who was her man or something, or father, probably could have done that. That girl, other girl, she tried to, like, come on.
Yeah.
She kept swiping away. Get off me. Get off me. Get off me. And I'm like,
yeah,
like why? And then, not for nothing, where's the man of the store that just lets, like, is there no man that runs the store that lets a woman just be like, okay, go ahead?
They don't, fast food workers, they go through a lot of hell, man.
They really do.
They probably just like, I'm not dealing with this. Let
her destroy this. This ain't mine. And this is the crazy thing. We are in an age right now where people are literally so sensitive that they will shoot up a grocery store, shoot up a movie theater, shoot up a church, shoot up where they feel like they're being the victim when they're really victimizing other people.
Yeah.
And I get it. You work a job, you don't want to deal with those things. So you're just like, look, hey, I'm getting paid minimum wage.
They
destroy this motherfucker.
They tell you now. I worked at Walmart years ago.
Don't be a hero.
Yeah, they say if you see somebody stealing something, let them walk away.
Yeah, let them take it. If somebody robs her, let them have it. It's not worth your life.
It's really not.
Shay said, what she said? She said, sometimes your friend acts wild out of nowhere, and in those instances we react after the fact, I've had to grab my friend and walk them out.
Yeah, see,
Okay.
I've had to do that.
Have I had to do that?
Literally pick somebody up and just,
Um,
you're done. Get out of here.
I haven't had to. I've helped my friend beat somebody up before,
Well, I mean, who had
but it
that?
wasn't. But I never had nobody get like I don't know. I really hang out with people like that, where they just act out, and if they do, I'll walk away.
And like she said, sometimes you don't know when it's gonna happen. Sometimes
I'm gonna tell you right now, and I hate to say this,
Mhm.
and because they say, "Oh, men, we're the protectors." If my woman
Mhm.
were to act like she acted, I would walk away.
I've apologized for.
I will walk away
way
from her.
my lady that has,
And I'm talking
acted a
about the
few
one
times.
who bit the man.
Oh,
I would
yeah.
walk away because at that point, there's nothing I can do with you.
I can only imagine.
Don't call for me after you do some
Yeah,
stuff like that.
I can only imagine. Like having an argument, like the boyfriend having an argument with that girl who bit,
What she's capable of doing.
what she's capable
She's
of.
throwing stuff. She's biting. Who bites people?
Guaranteed she hits her boyfriend. Guaranteed it comes to blows. With
Of
those two.
course. Or
'Cause
he hits her. I mean,
Because she did that too easily.
she just
it
was like, fuck that. Hi. And I'm like, oh my God. You like, think about this, ladies. How can you expect us to treat you like the feminine, beautiful beings you are? And you out here doing these things. And I'm not trying to judge, but I'm just like, damn, like, have we gone so far? Have we fallen so far that my black sisters can go and just and they're out here like mental health is a real thing.
It is. It is.
You know, and I'm like I said, we don't know what he said to her
That's
to
the
make her
thing.
so mad.
That's the thing.
But
That's
even
the
if
why.
you're mad at somebody, you have to have the self-control to walk away.
Yes, and not bite somebody. Now, both partners did the same thing. The sister and I believe the boyfriend did the same thing. He didn't go in there and he didn't. I'm assuming
engage
he
at
didn't
all.
engage,
and he
even-
didn't help her with the let's steal this car.
He didn't co-sign. He was like, you know,
Like you what were you thinking? You went to us first. You bit the man. First, let me say it. You tried to steal his phone. You assaulted him by biting him. Then you go and threaten him and lied to your boyfriend, say that he touched you or tried to put his hands on you. Then you try to say, let's steal the car. I don't know if that's like 3-4 crimes at like one time.
And that's not, and I wouldn't say she was mad because she had the awareness to disconnect the camera.
Guarantee she had an IEP as a kid. Okay, what is IEP?
Okay, you're gonna have to shade. What's the IEP?
I don't know what IEP is. Give us some knowledge. Let us know what IEP is. But I'm guessing it's something to do with
like
like
a parole officer or something like that.
Yeah, maybe like that, or something to do with like troubled youth.
Yeah, they out here.
That's what it is. I'm guessing.
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing too.
I don't know. I just hate to see.
It definitely starts at home.
It makes me, yes, it does start at home. You know, I've seen some women act irate, and you're just looking at them like, was there ever a man in your life? Because I truly do believe the women who have men in their lives when they're growing up don't act this way. I know this. I've seen women who have had fathers in their lives, had uncles, whatever, and they don't act the way that girl acts. She is from a single mother. I feel like she's a single mother.
Or they could have seen their mother act like that.
It had to.
And
because I don't believe that women nature is just to be this far gone. If it is, it's because of your mental health is just damaged.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with getting help. Nothing wrong. People have anger issues.
I do.
Definitely do.
I feel like this. Everybody has anger issues. Everybody gets mad. Everybody gets happy. Everybody gets sad. Everybody gets depressed. It's how you deal with it that matters.
And maybe some people, that's just how they deal with. Not to make excuses, but that is very extreme.
It really is.
But maybe that's just how they know how to deal with it.
And
because I know some people who argue. You can be arguing about this bowl, and it will come to blows. That's just how they do things.
Now, this is where we go back to what I said about people from the hood versus people from middle class and upper class places.
Yeah,
The way we treat and how we deal with anger and how we deal with conflict is completely different.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, but then they wonder why they say black people are angry. We show it in every fashion. We are angry. We are angry people, and we lash out when we when. But then it's like what because when people get mad and they lash out, it's not really that's what they're mad about. It's something else.
Yeah, it's something else deeper.
Let's see. What did you say? What'd you say? Specialized individualized education program, usually for kids with disabilities or behavioral problems.
Oh yeah, what do we call that? We had a different name for that.
Single. Yeah, I said single mothers because when a single mother who has been deserted by her male partner, she has hatred in her heart, and she sometimes teaches her child to have hatred. I'm sorry, but this is the truth. There's a reason why men are needed. Men bring stability. Real men. I'm not talking about men who just come in, have have kids, and they dip. Rolling Stones. I'm talking about a man who's taking responsibility for his family.
Now, are you saying it's the fact that they're single mothers?
No.
Or are you okay?
The fact that they're single mothers and they don't have a male figure, there's no male figure in their lives, a stable figure, and I'm talking about the not only the mother but the daughter too. They need to have some type of male figure to look up to follow, in the sense that if she gives herself to a man.
Mm-hmm.
She gives herself to a man, they have a child, and the man abandons her. There is going to be some type of hatred there, because our job is to protect our women, women in general. And the fact is, him leaving her out on the, to fend for herself, that right there leaves abandonment issues, and that causes her to have some. What they say, there's no a woman, there's nothing like a woman scorn or something.
Hell has no fury.
Hell has no fear like a woman scorn.
So you don't think a man can leave a woman, and a woman she'll be angry, she could have animosity, but you don't think she could keep it like in herself and not project it on her child?
No, she can't. Women are based off of emotions. That's a strong abandonment is a strong emotion, and the fact that you think I've seen kids with the most craziest attitude, and they were in a 2-parent household, and the father was the one with the craziest attitude. Now, I'm not sitting there saying that there aren't men who aren't good leaders. I agree. There are some men who've lived, crazy lives, and they're the main and this dysfunction in the family. We're talking about stable, respectable people. When you have those two, man and woman, together, I feel like more times than not, statistically, they will raise respectable children. There is a statistic that says more women, single mothers, where there is not a male figure in the household, causes children with attitude problems. I'm just saying. I'm not making this up. This ain't something that I just made up. This has been studied on.
No, I hear you.
So you can't argue that. Individually, yes. Are there times where there's women who are single mothers and they raise real respectable kids? That's 100%. I applaud them.
That's what I was trying to get at.
But more times than not, does it happen that way? No. And that's the reality of it. And that's the thing we don't want to face. We sit there and say, "Oh, well, you know what? My my mother was a single mother and she raised us and we're respectable. Cool. We're not talking about your mother. We're talking about the majority. You can't, that's the thing. We, as black people, guys, we can't be like, we'll say, oh, well, let's say majority of black people are in prison, right? Not majority of black people, but majority of people who are in prison are black.
Yeah, they said
Okay.
90%, I think it was.
If you say, if I say majority of people in prison are black, and you come and say, well, I'm not in prison, what does that have to do with the fact that the majority of people in prison are black? The individual does not matter about the majority.
That just means you're not the statistic.
Exactly.
That's all that means. I get what you're saying.
What, okay, what's
See
she?
what's on there.
I've had many cases. Okay, what's that? I have many cases where the father actually incites the anger, and the child learns from that and copies the father. Well, can I be honest with you? I'm pretty sure, and this is the reality of the fact. Most of the men who probably have anger issues probably were raised by their mother.
Oh man,
I'm just saying. Like, y'all think it's bigger than just one. It's a multiple
generational
generations.
thing. You're
Yes,
saying?
it's a generational thing. I'm saying, show me where there's been father after father after father in a family line, and they show me the same craziness. That's all I'm saying.
You're saying it from you're saying 2-parent household, and it's
generational. That parent had a 2-parent household that raised 2-parent household, that their kids raised 2-parent household. That's what I'm talking about. Where's the statistic?
Yeah, I mean,
about what? About the prisons?
About the single parent household. Well, we're going to Google.
Now you gotta make me pull up some stuff.
Your question.
Single parent household statistics. Okay, let's see. Children living in single parent households from 1970 to 2020. There were 15.31 million children living with single mothers in the United States, and about 3.27 million children living with single fathers. Okay, so that's literally almost 5 times more women with single parents. Okay, let's see.
Okay, how are the children with single fathers? We'll wait after you.
I'm gonna say statistics with children. Attitude problems. Okay, how single households affect children. It says a child in single parent homes are 11 times more likely to exhibit violent behavior, and does not mean that problems found in a single parent household. Okay, so it says from the U.S. Census Bureau, approximately 30% of American families are headed by only one parent. All right, there were over 12 million single parent households in the U.S. in 2000.
Yeah, but does it break down?
83% of them are parents that are moms. All right. It says single mom homes are more common. The number of single fathers also have been growing by 60% during the last 10 years. Okay, 35% of will never marry parents. Okay. I wish I could just go by just black people because I kind of want to just show what this is, but okay, it says varied research shows that the child in a single parent homes fare worse than those in 2-parent homes. There is a prevalence of lower birth rates and higher deaths rates among infants in one-parent homes. That means, okay, so that means they die more. They have a higher death rate. The number of children ages 15 to 17 in schools and in good health have a much lower in children with single parent homes as compared to two parent homes. The number of children becoming pregnant at these ages is also increased. So it means they actually they continue the not even continue the cycle, but they have children younger because of single parent homes. They have a problem with depression. Okay, it says children who have gone through a divorce are more likely to suffer from depression, emotional stress, and difficulty in school, which is true. When you have a two-family home, a father and mother, and you split the family up, that does put a lot of stress on the child.
I mean, and I hate to say it like this, you gotta expect that. It's not easy, especially if the divorce is ugly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You kind of expect that.
So,
but this is I guess a general. It doesn't say. Well, most of them are single mother. So
it says, however, while women may face more financial issues, at the same time they are more nurturing and demonstrate their love through hugging, showing affection, and by telling. Okay, well that's just. I don't mean that. Single family house. Okay, well, they're just comparing male family households and women family households. I'm just asking, okay, what we got here? What did you say? You said always blaming the woman. I'm not blaming women. It's a two-way street. Men are responsible for being in the household, to be not even if they're not even allowed in the household if the woman wants to push him out, but he's still responsible for being in that child's life. That's what I'm getting at. It takes two to tango. A woman can tell a man you're not going to be around your kid, and she can use all the government reasons why you can't be around your kid. But guess what? If that man doesn't care about what she's saying, he's going to try to still be around his kid. So I'm not sitting there saying it's the woman's fault. What I'm saying is a woman can't raise a child without a man in the picture in some capacity, meaning a father, a grandfather, an uncle. Somebody needs to be a male figure in that child's life. That's all I'm saying. For that child to be 100%. That's
100%.
100% the best they could be.
Oh.
Why can we sit there? We can't sit there and say, I can say, oh, you know what? Wouldn't it sound real crazy for me to say a child can be raised by men only, and they don't even need women to be in there for them to be the best they could be? No, you would say what? They need their mothers for nurturing. They need their mothers for companion. They need their mothers in a whole bunch of different ways.
They need both.
They need both, and that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying women are to blame. I understand women are in the position right now where they're being the leaders of the household and taking care of children by themselves. I'm saying it should never have been that way. It should always be where the man is leading the family and taking care of his responsibilities as the father. And then so that child knows, look, if it takes two to tango. If you know what I mean, there's always going to be good cop, bad cop. There's always going to be a person to where you can get away with one thing with one parent, but you can't get away with another one. And that's all I'm saying. A lot of times when they're just with single parents, and it's not just women single parents, it's men single parents, the kid is lacking something because they're not getting the other side of the coin.
Yes.
Presented to them.
Fathers provide things, mothers can't, and vice versa.
Yes.
Is basically what you're saying.
Okay, now these aren't who's calling
clear statistics.
They're not clear statistics. I mean,
but they were kind of
these are generalized, but I went to something real quick because you asked for it. Now, there's clearly, if I had more time, I could tell you, but we all know this is true. We see it. We see it in society when we sit there and talk to these people and you see them act out and you ask them how were they raised. And most of them say, I was raised by my mother. You just saw 80% of, there's 15.3 women single mothers in America. There's 3.4 million men single fathers. That's 5 times as much parents that are single mothers than
I
single
think what
fathers.
Shay's trying to say is how are the kids, how are their behavior with the
Oh,
single father?
so the single fathers, I have to look more into that.
That's
what you might be. If that's what you're saying, then I understand that part. Because yes,
they could act out too. You never know.
They could act out because I mean, let's be honest. Not having your mother is a serious thing in your life.
Yeah.
Because fathers can, let's be honest, fathers can be a little too hard sometimes.
Yeah, that's very true.
Sometimes they need that softer side to where a woman says, all right, you done enough.
I always tell this story how when my father used to whoop us, my mother would stand by, and then if she thought she got to, okay, you proved your point.
Yeah, and that was her role. Her role was to say, I'm gonna let you discipline them, but I'm not gonna let you beat them to where they're fearful of you to the point where they can't come up and say anything to you anymore.
Yeah,
because I can say this: there were times and moments where I did fear, and I think you should fear your parents a little bit.
It's a respect.
It's a respect fear.
Yeah,
you don't want to disappoint them. But when you're so fearful where you scared to say something to anybody because you don't know if you're going to get a backhand across the face, that right there is not something mothers want their kid. Well, I'm saying not mothers. Parents wouldn't want their kid to be like. I would hope.
Oh, I've seen kids get whooped to the point where even my father like, hey man, like
it's always exactly. Okay. What did Bean say?
It's probably when I talked about the fathers, how the kids with the single fathers. I think I understood what she means. That's what she's exactly. That's what she's saying exactly for.
All right, go ahead.
But yeah, I've seen kids get whooped to the point where even my father's like, "Hey man, you got chill out, man. You
had this kid run away.
Yeah, you beat this kid a little bit too hard, like even to the point where I was like, man."
And I'm not saying there aren't mothers who do that. There's a lot of people that are hurt.
Yeah.
And hurt people. So they re-establish the same pain and insecurities they have on themselves to their child.
Yeah, and like I say, it could be a generational thing. It's some people that's just all they know.
Yeah.
All I know is how to beat kids. That's it.
I was beat all the time for doing something.
So this is what I can only teach you because this is all I know.
Yeah. And that's sad but true.
Yeah. And some people don't think they can change. Some people just think it's the right way to do things. I do think kids need to still get disciplined. Yeah, I do think that. But to what degree?
Whoopings or timeout?
Whoopings.
All right.
I
never got timeout.
I never got timeout. I never got the beat down was
I got grounded. Punishment. I did get grounded, but I got beaten before I got grounded. The beatings was just you did something wrong. The grounding was like I'm gonna
twist the knife.
In
nah,
you.
my parents would be tricky. They'd be like, you want to whooping or you want to get grounded?
Oh, they give you the option,
and then be like, oh, I want to get grounded, and then you get whooping, then you get grounded.
That's what I'm saying.
That's how they do you.
Oh, so he would if you say grounded, he would just
be
grounded.
Nah.
But then if you say whooping, they're gonna whoop you, and then you still gonna be grounded.
No, if you say grounded, if you say whooping, you just get the whooping. But if you say I'll take the grounding, they'll whoop you and then they'll ground you
because they really thought you were gonna say whooping.
Yeah.
But since you want to be slick, you not take this.
I've never.
Isn't that shame that the parents still want to give you that?
Yeah.
Like I gotta whoop you.
Yeah, I've never been grounded. I've always listen. This is gonna be what it is, man. Take this beat down.
I'm not about to play with y'all, man. I don't know.
Things that were considered beating whoopings back then would be considered abuse.
That's because we've gotten soft. And this is what I'm getting at. Because we've gotten soft, we've allowed kids who are out of control and don't have discipline to grow up and be adults that don't have discipline and literally will think it's common to just bite somebody.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, when are we gonna get back? Was it spoil? Or no, spare the rod, spoil the child.
Yeah.
Whoop this shit out of your kids till at least you know that they will know right from wrong.
Okay, let me ask you this: when you got whoopings, right?
Yes.
Do you ever got whooping with extension cords?
Yes.
Okay, see, that's the era I was into.
I got whoopings with belts.
Yep.
I got whooping with belt buckle. I got whooping with combs.
Yeah.
I've got whoopings with switches, like tree branch switches.
Been there too.
Extension cords. I mean, you name it, I've gotten probably hit with it.
My grandfather used to use that. You know that old thing you used to sharpen razors with.
Yes,
he was a
the
barber.
belt. You talking about
That
the
leather
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 sharpener.
thing, yeah,
He used to whoop you with that.
He used to hit us with that joint.
That's thick.
Yeah. Don't take too many hits for you to tap out, man.
That's a shame that, you know, as a kid, I mean, as an adult, we can talk about the different items that our parents beat us with to discipline us. And as you can see, it worked in the sense that I've never been to prison.
No.
You've never been to prison.
In America, no.
Oh, that's for another show. I spoke too soon. Beans lived another life before.
But yeah, I've never been arrested. Let me rephrase that. I haven't gotten in a lot of trouble. I'll say
okay,
it like
there we go. There we go. I haven't been in a lot of trouble. I've gotten close, but I've learned to not push it because I never wanted to make my parents feel disappointed. I never wanted to disappoint them to where they were like, I'm ashamed to call you my son.
Yeah, and you know, we grew up in the era of like, yo, I'm gonna tell you, wait till your father get home.
Oh my God, that was like a death sentence.
It was. Then you immediately start apologize, like, listen, there's no need to let him know.
Look, let you've been doing something with a couple of your friends, and a teacher or a parent in the neighborhood saw you and said, "Beans,
yeah, I know your parents.
I know your mama. I'm going to." Instantly, you straighten up.
Like, I'm sorry.
Wait a minute. Hey, don't let them catch you swearing. Are you swearing?
Yeah.
Wait till Miss Beans know about this. You're gonna be like,
yeah,
the whole day you just rocking, scared, wondering, oh my God, is she gonna tell him?
Yeah.
Is she not gonna tell him? And then they don't tell him the first day. It'd be like 3 days later, and you're like, I just ran into such and such at the store.
Yeah, Miss Jones at the store. She told me you out here cussing. Is that what you out here doing?
Yeah. Go get my belt. Ain't nothing more psychologically messed up to make you go get the weapon that they are going to beat you with
for your demise. And we would go get it.
What else? What other choice did you have?
You go get it. I'm gonna catch a beat down anyway.
If you tell them go get it, you understand you are not gonna be alive.
I won't be walking for a few days. I get it. Listen,
like, come on, man.
I totally get that.
I was not on that. I was not that cocky to say, you go get it. Hey, y'all, if y'all like the content, man, go hit that like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss none of our next videos. You know we do it every Monday, Friday, 4:30 Eastern time. And man, we just talk about stuff that we see out here in this world because it's really out here crazy. It's so wild. And every time I see a story, it just like takes it to another level where I'm like, damn, I never thought I'd see this live.
This country is just, it's going downhill.
It really is.
What's that saying they said in Batman? You die the hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. That's America. We are becoming the villain.
That's sad.
That is what's happening to us. We got so many freedoms, so many rights.
That's the issue. But we have and that's the thing is, when you have so many rights and you have so many options, you tend to neglect and respect what you have. You tend to look at it like, oh, I'm supposed to have this. No, you're not supposed to have this. We give you these things because we feel you've earned the right and you deserve these things to where you can be like, okay. But other people in the world don't have those things.
No, they don't.
They wish they had those things.
Like we talk about police brutality. It is real in this country. Police brutality is real.
Yeah.
But if you've seen the way have you seen the German police?
Oh my God.
Or the Russian
ruthlessness
police,
that they bring to these citizens.
or I've seen the UK police like with my own eyes. You want to talk about fear?
They're not playing.
They are afraid of these dudes
because they're like a real gang.
Yeah,
like they really will. You will be in a wheelchair.
Yeah, they don't mess around.
And guess what? When you go try to sue them, it's not going nowhere because they're gonna be like, "Well, what were you doing?" Anything if they have to put hands on you, it's because you were in the wrong. And nowadays in America, you could be in the wrong. The police put hands on you, and the police are in the wrong.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, what about the initial reason they were called?
And a lot of people don't want to.
They don't want to acknowledge that because that makes you have to acknowledge that you caused this.
Yeah, and now they're bad apples, of course. You know what I mean? It's unfortunate that some people who are racist and things like that, they wear badges and they wear uniforms.
Yeah, it's sad.
It is sad that still in 2022 that
we're still dealing with this stuff.
Yeah, that is
where people are not looked at as human.
Exactly.
And once again, why? Because at this point, kids are growing up. They grew up seeing a black president.
Mm-hmm.
They grew up seeing kids that look like them or kids that don't look like them working beside them, going to school beside them, and playing sports beside them. But they still are being taught this rhetoric that they're not human. They're not better than.
Yeah. And unfortunately, there are some places where there just aren't any black people. So that's the only black people they see. I've even spoken to people.
It's these women that we watching.
Yeah, the ones on TV. That's the only
ones that need mental and emotional help.
I spoke to somebody and they told me the first time they ever talked to somebody black, they were 21 years old. I said, "You went 21 years out your life and never actually spoke to a black person in person?"
Yeah.
And they were like, "No." I'm like, "What the?" And this was back in 2014. I was like,
besides my family, the first black people I ever talked to that wasn't family, probably summer camp when I was like 12, 11, probably.
See, even
I'm not when I say I'm not talking about my family down south or my actual like blood family. I'm talking about people who were not related to me. I'm probably like no, I lied. Probably like 6 or 7.
Okay, even that still is. Well, you know, I knew your father is, you know, professional football player.
Because we had a family that we were friends with in Buffalo, and we used to meet up, and I played with their daughter.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
So that's why I say, yeah, it was like probably 5 or 6. Yeah.
Okay. But that is a long time not to interact with, you know, black people, especially in this country. It's like,
I don't know. But anything else you want to talk about before we get up out of here?
No, I'm good. I hope they find that girl. I hope she turns herself in.
I hope she gets that McJustice.
I'm still on that McMahon part. I'm like, who wrote this dude's speech?
Hey man, today's Monday. I want y'all to go ahead and get through the week. The man, he gonna be on your back trying to give you the 1, 2, 3 punch. Don't worry about it. You're gonna get through this week like you always got through last week. And then we're gonna get to doing what we need to do for ourselves, putting ourselves first, and living our life the way we see fit. You feel me? Don't get into the mode of feeling bad about yourself and putting other people ahead of you, because you're the most important thing in this world. Remember that. Hey man, go ahead and hit the notification bell if you want to go ahead and keep up with all our videos, upcoming videos. Hit the donation Cash App one time. My man, he loved the Lunchable, so you go ahead and hook him up. And we appreciate everybody rocking with us. We'll see y'all Friday, 4:30 Eastern time. Hey, I'm your boy Canteen. This is my man Beans.
Y'all have a good work week.
Hey, it's a social norm. We out this beat.
On, you better pay attention. They teach you lessons, make you laugh when you're stressing. Must I mention that the style is infectious? I gotta have it, I gotta have it. The rapid fire gabbing on my tablet. My boys established a gamut of information from relations to